Surprise. Let me help you.
You can't help me. Surprise.
If two common casts for superheroes exist, then movie talk is the norm. It's your boy Mo Crosby. Wait, can you see me? Oh, you can't see me, can you? That's right. I'm here to review The Invisible Man for you. So sit back, relax, and as always,
welcome to the planet.
yes, like I said earlier, I'm here to review The Invisible Man for you. So let's get right into it. I saw the movie a night ago, and I just have been too busy to do a review, so I thought I'd do a quick one today. So check it. Invisible Man stars Elisabeth Moss, and it's directed by Leigh Whannell. Leigh Whannell did Upgrade, and we have an Upgrade review. I think it was a Lucas and Mo versus the movies review. We did that for you. Our thoughts of Upgrade are aside, this movie is very different, and this movie works very well. I'm gonna get into why I feel like this movie works very well and why I think you guys need to see this weekend. Elisabeth Moss is in an abusive relationship, and she manages to escape. And even the circumstances of which she escapes is very eerie, and it's the dead of the night. You know, she's very quiet. She's moving really subtle, and she escapes, and she's aided by her friend and her sister. And so she's out and she's into hiding. Her husband dies. So the movie starts off really sad because, again, this is a woman in an abusive relationship, and you kind of feel sorry for her. And when she finally escapes, you're like, oh my gosh, she's finally out of there. And now you're so it's like the movie kind of hits you with that and then gives you a little room to breathe. And then he dies, and you're like, and you hear he dies, and you're like, okay, well, he's gone. And if you haven't seen any of the trailers for this movie, then you have no idea where this is coming from. But if you have seen the trailers, just this is intense, and you see a lot of the action scenes in the trailer. And I'm here to tell you the trailer, I feel like I say this a lot in many of my reviews now. The trailers don't show anything, because when you see how great the movie works when it comes to like its quiet moments. And okay, so now when you're watching thriller or horror movies, you get a lot of quiet moments, and in those quiet moments you can either get out of them by jump scares, and this movie doesn't really rely on jump scares. It's actually, when it has a quiet moment, it actually sticks to it, and the camera work is where you get the bulk of like your scares from. So it's like, imagine when I did the intro, and was I really here or not here? I mean, granted, editing and whatnot, but imagine someone is standing right behind me right now, and I don't know, but I can feel like the breath on my back, and I turn around and I can't see anybody. And if I turn around, you can see like my camera shows like what's behind me, but you just know. But I'm telling you, someone is behind me, and I can feel their breath on my neck. But you're like, okay, he's crazy, and it's just this empty space. And the camera work in this movie does great, using empty spaces and panning, and pans to showcase stuff. Okay, so any other movie you watch, if there are 4 people in a room, right, and all of them are talking, or someone has a point and is on the outside of the camera, or makes a point, and just so the camera can show everyone's reaction, you get a pan to everyone's face. In this movie, when you need like that kind of reaction, or you need something to happen, or something happens, and you get the pan, there's no face at the end of the pan, or there's no body at the end of the pan, but you're just stuck. And so I'm sorry, I jumped ahead of myself. So when Elisabeth Moss finds out her husband is dead, her acting in this is fantastic, by the way. She finds out her husband is dead, and it's like she goes, he leaves like a sizable fortune for her. She might be losing her mind because he's always said, "Oh, you never get rid of me. Whatever you do, you never get rid of me. You can never escape me," and stuff like that. So I feel kind of bad. I felt kind of bad for her, and sorry for her. So you can start to see her, he's dead, but she's not buying it because of what he said. And then what sucks is her friends are starting to not believe what she's saying. And again, like I gave you in that little example about myself and my back and the neck and camera and all that good stuff. But yeah, it was done very well when it came to that, and all those like scares and silent scares and jump scares, some few and far in between for the jump scares, but all of that came together and made the movie work really well. Originally, the Invisible Man was supposed to be part of like a dark universe that they were planning, but I'm so glad. I don't know how that would have turned out, but I'm glad it turned out this way. I'm glad this is the movie we got because this one works very well. If there are any gripes I have with this movie, is that it went on a tad too long, because I'm guessing because they started having fun with the end of it. You know, that's when the action started coming in. You know, they've done the best slow, intense build up in the first two acts, because those to me are my strongest parts of this movie, is the first two acts. A lot of people could sit down and say the last act was the best because, you know, you get all the action then. But for me, the first two acts, the slow build up, the intensity of the build up, all of that, looking at, questioning at this point, is she really losing her mind or is this really happening? Again, all of that worked together to make the third act what it was. But for me, the first two acts were the best. The third act was really good, but again, it could have been shorter. Shave off 5 to 10, 15 minutes away from it, and we get a much stronger movie. Again, this movie's really good though, so don't take that gripe as a big complaint. It's just a nitpick at this point. But yeah, all in all, it's a solid movie. It's a solid thriller, a solid scary thriller, if you want to call it that. Might be one of the better movies I've reviewed this year. So see this movie this weekend. Let me know what you think about it. Comment your thoughts down in the comment section below. Also, check out For Did Society Fail Them? Episode 2, Harley Quinn, coming out this week. We're gonna get that out this week. I'm gonna drop the link down in the comments where you can find episode 1. Also, I think I might do a video for that episode 2 to kind of put that together. Star Trek is back, of course, and we're doing Star Trek discussions. That's back too. Picard discussions are weekly. 2 episodes out. Also down in the comment section below. Check that out. Thank you for watching. Is there anything else I forgot? Or anything else that I didn't add yet? Other than saying this movie's really good and it works really well. The scares work well. The acting is fantastic from Elisabeth Moss. Anything else? I don't know if I'm forgetting anything. Again, this is supposed to be spoiler free, so let me know down in the comment section below. I can't tell you how it ends, but I can tell you that it's a very, very good ending. So that's it. That's my Invisible Man review. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Welcome to the planet.
Wherever you go, I'm standing right behind you.